When I joined BRAC 7 years ago, so one of the first project that I got briefed was on innovation fund for mobile money. So at that time, we were exploring from BRAC's different programs how to integrate digital financial services in our service delivery. So one of the first thing that we did was to ask for some innovative ideas from our colleagues. So basically, if we kind of crowdsource some of the innovative ideas from our field staffs and the people who are close to operations, they could kind of give us some ideas, how to integrate, mobile financial services. And we got some very interesting ideas because you know that BRAC has been operating some large scale operations. We have at that time we have got around 50,000 community health workers. We have got 25,000 primary school teachers and a lot of women borrowers from our microfinance program. So these ideas came from the field staffs, and then it took us around three and 4 years to kind of ensure that all of our women clients, especially these from microfinance, they bring under these mobile financial services. At the same time, we ensure that the salaries that are getting paid to our community health workers and primary school teachers, everything got through mobile financial services. So but we kind of understood that what to be done, but in terms of how this process has been done, that is, I think, a pure kind of process innovation, and that is something that really helped BRAC and a lot of other practitioners to learn about that. Okay, how to ensure that from the ground zero, when there is lack of access to mobile, there is lack of access to these mobile financial services accounts, how you kind of design solutions. And in this journey, a lot of practitioners, a lot of researchers, donors, they kind of came on board and really supported us in ensuring that. So and this is also the beauty of Frugal Innovation Forum, where we bring in a lot of different practitioners, academicians to come together and to explore these ideas. So I was talking about an incremental innovation, but at the same time, if we look at in parallel, there are a lot of entrepreneurs. They came up with a lot of innovative services and products that also helped us to transform these DFS into to reach to these women clients and so on. So that's why we thought that these innovations, incremental innovation and these transformation innovations are led by innovators and entrepreneurs, and that's why we want to welcome you to these second day of Runway to Frugal Innovation Forum, where our theme is innovation and entrepreneurship. So we want to celebrate the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship. With that in mind, we designed the whole session. So in our first session today, we are going to discuss with some of the power packed entrepreneurs to discuss about how digital financial services played a key enabler role into their service delivery and everything. So because as I mentioned, that there will be a lot of transformation we have seen, and there's a lot of with the leveraging technology, we are seeing that a lot of new trends are coming in, and there are a lot of possibilities are there. So we'll try to explore and learn from these entrepreneurs how DFS is getting integrated through their service delivery. At the same time, what are the immense potential that it possesses. In the next session, there is a very interesting failure night session where we created and kind of interactive space where the practitioners can share what didn't work in terms of their work around advancing financial inclusion or designing different equitable financial products and services. Then we move on to a very interesting use case of digital financial services, because RMG factories, these are RMG industry has been a kind of a special focus for this segment. As I talked about in incremental innovation, a lot of practitioners in this space were working on this space, that how we can digitize these payroll. But wage digitization is something that got accelerated after COVID-19. But is it something just a one-off event? But we are seeing that a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of other use cases are coming up where this wage digitization is getting tagged with certain services that can be offered to our female garment workers, so through which they can get a lot of services. And we have seen that when it comes to upskilling, when it comes to parenting, or providing them different cost effective services, so these wage digitization can be taxed. So very much looking forward to learn from the industry leaders. At the same time, also want to understand from the perspective of different RMG factories, how this digitization has helped them into the overall process. And then next, there's a very interesting session on from the researcher's perspective. As I mentioned, the innovations is not only tied towards these implementers or donors, but also research can play a critical role, and there is a lot of innovative methodologies that can play. So we'll try to kind of dig deeper into the real cost associated with using financial services, especially in terms of for the women. I mean, what are the costs for the one-time usage and continued usage? There are a lot of nuances. We'll try to dig deeper and understand different very interesting methodologies. And then we'll shift gear to another very interesting session on barrier analysis. So because there are a lot of intersectionality when it comes to gender barriers, the women face a lot of different struggles. So we'll try to dig deeper on different aspects of this through a presentation by Grid Impact. So with that, so you can understand that there are so many different sessions which can focus around innovation and entrepreneurship. So I welcome you again, once again. We hope that you will have a fantastic learning session, and hope together we will unlock new frontiers in this space. Thank you so much.